Good morning, hustlers. I hope everyone had a lovely weekend. The last weekend in October. Kind of crazy to think that this is, we're really closing out 2018. Now, this is the final stretch. November, December, boom, 2019 is upon us. With that being said, end of the first month is a time for reflection and checking back in with your goals that you set before October started. So, before I do the high performance shout out, I just wanted everyone who's playing to to reflect back on how they played so far. Emotionally checking in and how you're playing, how connected you feel to the challenge, to yourself, your efforts, and if you're showing up really in the way that you wanted to before the challenge started. And also tangibly check in on your goals. Now, how you'll do that is, as you'll see on the results chart, if you scroll over with your mouse any of the three tricolored bars, you'll see a number shows up, and that's how many data input points you've made to that particular area: your mindfulness, your food, your movement. And then I want you to compare that number, so say it's 20 for mindfulness, compare that to your jot form that you filled out with me, and see where that number is at. Now, when you divide that number on your jot form by 3, you'll be able to see your first month's projection of behavior. So if your mindfulness goal was 60 meditations throughout the challenge and you got 20, then you'd be right on track with a third of the challenge now complete. And do that for your movement and your food as well. I am right now, I'm on pace. I'm ahead for exercise. I'm a little bit behind for nutrition, and I am on pace for my mindfulness. Actually, I think I'm a little bit behind because I set a really lofty goal, but I'm close. So I ask you guys to all do the same there, so you can really see how you're performing in comparison to the lofty goals that you set for yourself before the challenge started. Let's see. Oh, what else? Also, I want you guys, if you're playing along with your waist measurements, your weight, and your before and after photos, take that information, find it, and input it on or just before November 1st, so you'll be able to also have another tangible goal or tangible marker to see how you are doing and how you're showing up. So if fat loss is your goal and you're down a ½ inch on the waist, congratulations, you're doing awesome. Okay, so the high performers, let's see, mindfulness again. Morning Magic Mike, he hasn't missed a day so far, I don't think, as well as Bronx Bomber. Great job, dude. This was another big one for you. Nutrition, David Applebaum and Bronx Bomber again. Number 1 and number 2 in their nutrition, as well as a number of people between 20 and 23 clean eating days. So there's a lot of people performing well on this one, which I'm really proud of. Some would say kind of the food control is the most important of all 3. And also movement, Morning Magic, again, congratulations, that's why he's in first. And Conley Global, working his way up the leaderboard to number 4. Movement being a big part of that. Nice job, Sean. Let's see what else going on. So I also wanted to share a few nutrition points as well. You'll see that I brought up BEETS a few times in the vlog, and I just love BEETS. I like the way they taste. Kind of taste like vegetable dirt, but somehow it works for my palate. Also, BEETS are amazing pre-workout food because they boost your nitric oxide levels. So if you need a little bit of a boost, a little more power output in your workouts, consider having a beet or a few slices of beets. That'll help expand your blood vessels, increase the blood flow through your muscles, and in a blind study, increase power output in lifters by 13%. Just eating beets, doing nothing else, changing nothing else. So that's a pretty substantive increase from just eating one food. So beets, you'll see I put in a beet salad for the food recipe, which I like a lot, and also gave some information about the boots being the best pre-workout ever in the nutrition meme. Let's see, and if you wanted to make a great pre-workout salad, take that beet salad and then put a little bit of chicken and some quinoa, mix it in there, tastes great, and then you'll have protein and carbohydrates with some delicious beet greens. Beet greens, part of the beet as well, that people usually throw away. Do not throw that away. Those beet greens are incredible for eye health, among a number of other health benefits. A little bitter, but the goat cheese cuts it nice. Put a few dried cranberries and some pumpkin seeds. Really, really good. Oh, speaking of food recipes, also wanted to bring your attention to the Bronx Bomber Turk cauliflower bowl. That's from Sergio, a competitor of the Bronx Bomber, on your list that you all are catching up to. He gave me some feedback about changing up the recipes a little bit, and he offered one up. I said, well, what do you want to see? Because he found my sardines a little bit boring. I can't imagine why. And he sent me this bowl, and it gave me the idea to offer up to all you challengers, if you have a recipe, whether it be a shake, whether it be a whole food prep setup, whether it be a snack or a salad, if you have a recipe you really like, send it to me. Give me the directions about how to make it. I'll put it together on Sundays when I do my own food prep, and if it tastes good, is healthy and delicious, I'll promote it. I'll give you a shout out on the vlog, and share this information that's so valuable to our community right now. Let's see what else. We're also back to our week 1 exercises, so you'll notice we're going back to the first week in October, the same dirty 30 and the other 5:15, 20, 5:15, 20, or 20, 15, 5, 10. I get the numbers mixed up, but go back to those workouts again if you're playing along at home, and also if you're getting real rigorous with your programming. Track your numbers. So if you're putting in your numbers for your workouts and the completion times, now is a great time to get back on that, so you can compare how far you've come in relation to where you started at the beginning of October in the workouts. Just getting yourself a good time goal. It should definitely push the envelope a little bit more as you get more conditioned. Let's see what else. Getting the missing daily email submission problem fixed. This is if you missed a day. I know Brian brought it up among both Brians did actually. If you miss a day, you're not able to go back and fill in that metric. The daily submission auto email just populates itself to the next business day or next day in general. So if you missed October 27th, you can't go back and submit for October 27th on the daily submission form if you missed it before midnight of that night. So I'm having my tech guy work on that now. Should have it in the next few days. Fingers crossed, and we'll be able to go back, enter your missing submission points, and get that kind of bump in the road handled. I've missed 2 days myself, and I'm like, damn it, I don't want to be in second place right now. We're winning, and I need all my metric points to do that. So please, thank you for your patience. Again, this is the first launch of the technology, and we're just figuring out some of this stuff ourselves. Let's see what else. Yeah, last thing I just wanted to share was, again, really proud of a few of you guys who are overcoming some issues and really bringing your best forward. Mama Tries with your injury, Bronx Bomber. I know we kind of had a conversation around stepping up the game, and you definitely are. And I'm loving how you're playing. Magic Mike, again, all the high performers. Charles Rios doing the thing. Ethelrad making your excuses secondary to making what you want happen, and that's really awesome. And sometimes it's important just to remember that you don't have to be a world beater every single day, but you have to show up and do something. I had exactly 25 minutes to work out yesterday. I wasn't going to at all, but I got blessed with a 25-minute window. And Jocelyn said, when we get back, you got to give Sophie a bath right away. So she was coming back at 7. It was 6:30. And I was like, I'm going to go for a run. I want to get my metrics up. I want to keep going. So I got a 25-minute run in. I did about 2.5-mile run, a little less, about 10 100-yard wind sprints in there. It wasn't the hardest workout of my life, but damn it, did I do something with the time I had. And I was so proud of myself for making that happen. I had 25 minutes with a stretch to get something done. I did it. I got it. I checked it off on the metrics because I made it happen with what I had. And I know you guys can do the same thing. In church a few years ago, I heard a great quote from the minister at Mosaic. At Mosaic Church, he said, "You'll never be limited by your lack of resources. You are only limited by your lack of resolve. Only limited by your lack of resolve, not limited by your lack of resource, because resources are infinite. If we want to create more time, we just have to be intentional with our time. If we want to create more money, we just have to be intentional about creating more money. Resolve is what creates results, not resources, not anything else, just resolve. So making it happen in any way, shape, or form that you can will not only mentally strengthen and fortify you into your goals of intention, but but also create the results that you want long term and creating them into habits. So I ask you guys to continue playing, even if it's playing a smaller game on a certain day because you don't have time. You can always make something happen. It's just your desire to continue to push forward. Super long video, a little bit of ranty today. Happy Monday. I'm in that kind of mood. Thank you guys all for watching till the end. Have a wonderful week. If you need anything, reach out. I'm available Tuesdays. Have not always been on Facebook Live for whatever reason. Sometimes I got to be a dad, but I will always make myself available if you guys need anything via text, phone call, email, or Facebook Live. Have a wonderful week. Remember to take your waist weight and photos and upload them to before and afters. Try the recipes out. Send me a few recipes if you got a couple. And let's keep this community growing. Have a great week, guys. Talk soon.